Alright guys, so today's video was supposed to be a review of the brand new Bose QuietComfort earbuds. But the more that I got to checking them out, and I'm comparing the price tag to the previous noise cancelling earbuds that I tried out, which is the Earfun Air Pro, it more or less turned into more of a comparison because the Bose QuietComfort earbuds come in retailing at $280, where the Earfun Air right now, because of a discount that's on Amazon and a coupon code or whatever, you can pick up for $64. So you could technically get 4 pair of the Earfun Air Pro for the price of one of the Bose QuietComfort earbuds. So it just got me thinking and wanting to compare the two and see why there would be such a huge price difference, other than the fact that it's Bose and a lot of their stuff is priced at a premium. Now to start with, the Earfun Air uses Bluetooth 5.0, where the Bose has Bluetooth 5.1. Now they both have AAC and SBC playback, and I didn't experience any kind of lag with videos or movies with either one of these, and they both had a solid stable connection. And now as far as the IP rating, the Bose comes in rated at IPX4, where the Earfun comes in rated at IPX5. So you actually have a little bit more protection with the Earfun Air. Now it's not anything that's huge or drastic. The IPX4 seems to be common when it comes to noise canceling earbuds, so I'll say that's kind of a draw when it comes to that. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, they both come with small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, but the Bose actually has a little bit of a wingtip built onto theirs, and that just allows them to stay in your ears a little bit better because the Bose earbuds do protrude out a little more, so you actually need the wingtip to keep them in place. But as far as comfort goes, I will say that the Earfun Air is slightly more comfortable because on the wingtips of the Bose, I can notice after a little bit of time it does get a little uncomfortable. But both have no issues staying in my ear, and so I think both of these you would be able to use for outdoor activities and you're gonna be fine. Now, as far as the charging cable, they both use a USB-C cable. Speaking of the battery life, the Earfun actually has the slight advantage here because on a full charge, you can get 9 hours out of the earbuds with around 32 hours using the case. Now, that is with the noise canceling turned off, where with the noise canceling turned on, you can still get 7 hours of use on the earbud with around 25 hours total using the case. Where with the Bose, it is a straight 6 hours on the earbuds with only 18 hours total using the case. So on the Earfun, whether you're using noise canceling on or off, you're going to get more battery life than you're going to get with the Bose. But one advantage to the Bose is the case on the Bose is a Qi wireless charging case. So you can come in and drop it on a wireless charger and it will start charging, where the Earfun Air Pro does not have this feature. Now, one thing that is disappointing about both of these, though, is that neither one of them have a fast charge feature. This is something that I've grown to really like in some earbuds because there are times where I forget to charge my earbuds, and it's nice to know that you can get quite a bit of battery life off of a quick charge, but neither one of these offer that, so that is definitely something I would have liked to have seen done differently. Now, moving over to looking at the cases, the Bose case is absolutely large. In fact, it's almost not pocketable, or if you're going to have this in your pocket, you're going to have quite the bulge, especially compared to the Earfun Air case, which is much smaller. Now, I do prefer the indicator lights on the Bose because it has 5 indicator lights. It just allows you to gauge the battery life a little bit better, where the Earfun Air just has a single indicator light and it's located underneath the lid. Now, moving over to looking at the earbuds, it kind of sticks to the same theme as far as the size goes. The Bose QuietComfort earbuds are very, very large. I'm not one of those where the size of the earbuds actually bothers me, but I do notice a lot of people complaining about this, and it kind of does remind me of the old Bluetooth earpieces that stick out quite a bit, so it does look a little dated. Where the Earfun Air has a more premium looking design, it has a unique design, so it does stand out a little more, but it doesn't feel like it sticks out as much, and again, I just prefer the look of the Earfun over the Bose. Now they both use touch controls, and this is where I see a huge similarity because they both suck when it comes to controls. Not that they don't work fine, they work completely fine, but it's very limited. And even though the Bose earbuds work within their app, there's just no customization really when it comes to controls, so they both allow you to play and pause your music and skip forward. You have no ability to go backwards. You have no ability to control the volume, which I really do not like. But the fact that they're identical in controls is very confusing, again, considering the price. You would think you'd have a lot more features with the Bose. Now, you do have the ability with the Bose to switch between 3 different noise canceling levels. These are things that you customize within their app. And the Earfun, you have the ability to switch between noise canceling on, noise canceling off, and then their ambient mode. And I do want to say, as far as the ambient mode, I actually prefer the Earfun Air, as I feel like it picks up a lot more of my surroundings. It's much easier to carry on a conversation without actually having to take out the earbuds, where I just feel like the Bose is just not doing as good of a job pulling in my surroundings. Now, as far as the noise canceling goes, this is where there is a huge difference. If you are looking solely on noise canceling, if you're somebody that travels a lot and you want to block out a lot of engine noises with planes, or if you're on the subway and you want to block out a lot of that sound, the Bose is definitely going to be the way to go. In fact, I would say that the Bose has the best noise canceling when it comes to earbuds. I would say the Sony comes in at a close second, but I would definitely put the Bose at the top. Where I would say, as far as noise canceling goes, I would put the Earfun at about 50% of what the Bose is doing. So in my opinion, that is a pretty drastic difference as far as noise canceling goes. So if that is your top priority, I would definitely lean towards the Bose when it comes to this option. Now, another feature that both of these share is they both have smart sensors. So if you're listening to music and you pull the earbuds out of your ear, they will automatically pause, and then they will both resume when you put them back in. Now, this is another feature that I like to see in earbuds. It just makes it really convenient if somebody comes up to you and you need to talk real quickly. Just pulling the earbuds out and having it pause your music is really nice. Now, as far as being able to use your earbuds independently, now this is where there is another huge difference, because the Earfun Air allows you to use both the left and the right by themselves, so you don't have to use them both at the same time, where the Bose technically only lets you use the right. Now, I did find a way where you can use the left earbud by itself. If you put the right earbud in the Bose case without actually closing the lid, it will stop the music on the right earbud and still play the music through the left earbud, and it limits your controls. So I still would say that you can only use the right by itself, and so the advantage definitely goes to the Earfun when it comes to that. Now, as far as the microphones as a whole, I definitely thought that Bose would be the clear winner when it comes to microphones, especially considering what they did in their 700 headphones. I was really impressed with the mics on those, but to be honest, after putting them side by side, I wouldn't necessarily say Bose is the clear winner. But you guys can be a judge by listening to both tests here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Earfun Air Pros. I feel like it does a pretty good job of picking up my voice. I do notice that there is a little bit of a hollow sound, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is a mic test with the crowd noise being played, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. And so now here is a mic test using the Bose QuietComfort earbuds. I feel like my vocals are pushed a little bit more forward, but I still notice that there is a little bit of tinniness. But this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here's the mic test with a crowd noise being played, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. And the sound is what really got me thinking there is a lot of similarities between the two, because they have a very similar sound signature. Where I would say that the Earfun has a little bit more boost in the low end, so you're getting a little bit more bass with the Earfun. And I would say with the Bose, there is a little bit more focus on the treble. So it's a little bit more clear coming out of the Bose, but it's a little more boomy coming out of the Earfun. But overall, it's a dynamic sound coming out of both. You're going to feel the presence of bass. I just like the feeling that the bass had on the Earfuns a little bit more, and I like the clarity coming out of the Bose a little bit more. It's almost like if you could combine both of these and get the bass of the Earfun and the treble of the Bose, I would have like the perfect pair of truly wireless earbuds. But sadly, you can't do that. And in fact, sadly, even with Bose's app, you can't EQ the earbuds in any way, which I find completely confusing because you would think it would have that capability considering they use an app. Because most earbuds that have an app give you the advantage because you're getting a lot more features, especially with pairs like the Sony. In fact, the Sony, in my opinion, has the best app out there, where the Earfun does not use an app, which I definitely would normally say would be a disadvantage, but the Bose app is not giving you a lot of advantages. Now, as far as the mids on both of these, I would say they're almost identical. The mids are pushed forward where vocalists are coming through extremely clear. I had no issues with hearing vocalists in any genre that I was listening to. Both earbuds handle any genre very well, so both have a really good listening experience overall. Now, as far as the sound stage and the sound imaging, I feel like the Bose is just a little bit wider sounding, where the Earfun Air has a little bit more of a closed-in sound compared to the Bose, but both sound excellent. They have no issue with being able to tell where instruments or sounds are coming from, so they both excel when it comes to that. So my big problem here comes down to the price tag. I feel like the Bose QuietComfort earbuds are actually a very good pair of earbuds, but they feel like they're a very good pair of earbuds from 2 or 3 years ago. It feels like maybe Bose started working on these a little while back and they didn't progress the technology to match a lot of the earbuds that are out right now. Where I feel like the Earfun Air is definitely the winner when it comes to value, because you're getting a lot of the same features that the Bose has. You're getting a very similar sound signature, actually with a little bit more bass. So if you're a bass head, I think you would prefer these anyway. And to be able to get 4 pairs of the Earfun for the cost of 1 pair of the Bose just honestly doesn't even make sense. I think Bose is priced very high. I know you're going to pay premium for certain brands, but there are times where it just does not make sense. And in my opinion, I feel like this is one of those cases. Now, if you are interested in checking out either one of these pairs, I will have the links in the description. But that's my video on the Bose QuietComfort earbuds compared to the Earfun Air Pros. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.